Hi everybody, I'm going to do my first makeup tutorial. So first of all, I just wanted to let you know that I moisturized my face with jojoba oil, and I didn't put on anything except for that. I washed my face in the shower. I have a separate shower face gel that I use, so I keep one at the shower, one at the sink in the bathroom, and then I put the jojoba oil on, and right now I'm going to put on this, which is a free sample that I got from Derm Store, because I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it's a primer, and sometimes I use primers and sometimes I don't, because it's an extra step that sometimes I'm too lazy or I just don't have time for. But I'm only going to see if I can use part of this, and it looks like it's a little drier than what I normally use, and what I normally use is Palladio primer, which is a little bit more fluid. This one seems a little bit more and I'm listening to Erykah Badu on Pandora, which I love, and my doggy is in the kitchen with me. So another couple things that I do also that I didn't used to do before. My makeup routine has evolved, and usually I like to keep wet wipes and a towel, and just to keep my hands clean. And sometimes if things get like sticky, like if I use foundation or something and I want to clean up, it's just useful to have it. And also because I'm not at the sink right now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I could put primer on my eyes, like the specific primer, but I don't see. I think this is Palladio, but it's so old that I've lost the labeling on there. And I'm not going to do a lot of stuff on my eyes, so I'm just going to use the foundation as kind of like a base for my eyes. I'm going to use a clean wedge. And as they say, you shouldn't put makeup on the wedge. And I watched a Tyra Banks special on makeup, and she said to put it on your hand to warm the makeup up and then put it on your face, which is another step. I'm not crazy about Tyra Banks. I think she's annoying, but then again, I'm annoying too. So. And I'm just going to put these. Sometimes I do a little prayer when I do my makeup, and I say, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Make it a spiritual experience. And then I like to put it around my nose, and that's because I'm always red around there. And as Candy Johnson, shout out to her, she says it's normal, and I believe and trust her. And I have some sunspots that I like to hit, which are right here, and this one, which I am told from my friend Callie says that a lot of women have these because when they drive, it's like the driver's side sunspot. I think she's the one who told me. Again, I'm doing this with my hands first, and then I like to go back with a sponge and just touch it up, because there's spots, like again around my nose, that I want to hit. Oh, you're being a good boy. And then I'm going to do a little bit of foundation on my eyes, like I said, because this is basically kind of like a no makeup look. I love saying that for some reason. So this is just foundation, or primer and foundation so far. And They say always go in and use, I don't always do this, but use your ring finger because it's the weakest finger. You're not putting a lot of stress on your, I don't know why that looks like crap. Now I get why this isn't as easy as it looks. Doing it in front of a camera and trying to be. So, next I will go ahead and do I'm going to do my eyeshadow next because and unfortunately I don't know how to edit, so this will be fun to watch. We're already at 6 minutes. And I'm going to trim my eyebrows because I don't know if you can see, but there's like hairs that grow here. I'm going to just trim them up. And I just follow the line and go whoop. And the other side too. So I think it's taken me years to develop, and I'm not a professional makeup artist by any means. However, kudos to me for trying, and also I get compliments on my makeup, so I figure why not do one, a makeup video. So still have some of that left over. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer. I was gonna do eyeshadow, but I'm gonna do some concealer instead. So I'm gonna put it around here, just a little extra. I have a pimple right here. So, and then I like to put a little bit, like a dab. I was told by a Lancome artist that you just need like a dab. And this is Nars Concealer, and Radiant Cream Concealer, and it covers really well. This is Honey. Granted, I don't do this every day of the week. I do it like 2 or 3 times a week, if that. And I was listening to the radio station the other day, and they did this survey, and women were asked what's the most important thing you do every day. And would you believe that putting makeup on, that was the #1 answer. Which doesn't surprise me because I know that when I put makeup on, I feel much better about how I look and feel. It gives me confidence. I know I look better, like way better. So I have had this for I don't know how long. It's probably not good. But this is Covergirl True Blend Minerals Bronzer. And I use bronzer to contour too, not just to bronze, but and in fact I mainly use it to bronze or to contour. And this is an Eco Tools. I think I got this at Whole Foods. And this is their tapered blush brush. And what I do is, this is still like I don't put makeup on all the time. I have a lot. So I don't know how much is in here, but this is going to last me at least another 20 years. You're stuck with me. So what I do is, this powder puff is like loaded, because when I put this in like my travel bag and stuff, of course it spills. So then there's like all this, and it's too much to put. I mean, this is ridiculous to apply this with this, but what I do is I will kind of like scrunch this up, and whatever falls into this cap, this is just, I'm just telling you what I do. I'm not saying it's right. So, and then I put a little bit on the crest here, and this stuff I had learned from watching Wayne from Wayne Goss, Candy, and just a bunch of, I'm just passing this on for those people that know me personally and feel like watching me put my makeup on, which I don't know what would possess you to do it, but I'm here for you. So I'm putting this on my temples, as you can see here, and just a little. I don't know if you can see a difference or not on the screen, but hopefully you can. And then here, I'm following my cheekbone right underneath of it, here, and then a little bit underneath the chin. Not that I have a double chin here. I'm going to put it on there. That's really not what I suggest doing. There's Erykah Badu. She is the bomb. So we're having a good old time. So what I use when I actually really want to go all out and contour, like really go all out, balls to the wall, I went out and bought this really cheap, I think it's Milani. I don't even know what this is. Two-way. It's peeling off. And then, well, actually what Candy taught me was, and this is Nars Concealer, and it is trashed. It is dark. Oscuro. And what I do is, when I do a contour video, I'll do it, but you put it here and here and here and all this stuff, and then you have to set that because this is liquid, and then this is kind of like the setter. We'll do that another time. Oh, so here we go. We're going to do some blush. And now this is when I use this little towel here, and it's totally unprofessional, but I kind of rub the bronzer off of there, and then load up the blush brush. Actually, I didn't even need to do that, but how you doing? This is my blush brush, which I got. It's an e.l.f. professional bronzing blush. So I used the blush brush for my bronzer, and now I'm using the bronzing blush for my blush. Did I say that right? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. This is the apple of my cheek, and I'm following Wayne's suggestion and just putting a little bit and then going out. Not a lot of coverage on my foundation. I'm looking in the mirror and I can see all of my sunspots, all of my flaws and imperfections, but this is how I like to do my makeup. I don't like to use a lot of crap on my face, even though I am. Most people would say that I'm putting a lot of crap on my face, but if you look at all these YouTube instructions, this is nothing. Honest. So one of the things that I did learn is blending. Blending is a big, huge thing they talk about in other videos. I'm just summing it up for you here. And I'm just going to blend. I haven't used any powder yet, and I might use, this is the All Natural Face Vegan Foundation, Honey Kissed. And this I got here in Framingham. A friend of mine, my hairdresser, she works here, and it's this little place where they have, I have to figure out the website, but they have vegan makeup there, and like soaps and all this other stuff, oils. And so I got this, and I got an eyeliner. So this is just going to kind of set everything in place. And again, I'm taking this Humongo brush, which is probably too big, and I'm using it in the empty cap to just kind of like get the excess off, tap it a little. And you just have to be really sparse with this kind of stuff if you really want it to look like you don't have makeup on. I'm going to dip it again. There you go. So this is just the base. And you know what? I'm going to stop here. This is just the, I don't even know if you can tell the difference between when I first started the video and now. And the dog's starting to make a lot of noise. So we're just going to end here and see how it goes. Hopefully you like this video. And remember that the most important thing that you put on is a smile. How's that?